Hey guys, so welcome back. Today we are working in the house. So this is the home part of Home and Garden with Anna. My house is trashed. I have been sick with my back and I'm not going to say I'm 100% because there's still like a little reminder, but all I was doing was shaving my legs. It doesn't take much when you get older. And it went out. I was by myself the first night and almost called 911 because I got up to use the restroom in the middle of the night and I couldn't move. It was horrible. And Ernie was coming home the next day and thankfully he came home, but that night was crucial. I mean, that night was brutal too for him. We didn't get much sleep. I guess because my muscles in my back were pushing on my bladder or something, I felt like I had to go to the bathroom all the time. So I got up like 4 times. It's probably too much information, but I had to get up like 4 times to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I couldn't move. Like I needed his assistance to get out of bed, to sit on the toilet, to get up from the toilet. It was, oh my gosh, brutal. So I looked on YouTube and found all these different exercises to do, and I started doing those. I was using the Tiger Balm on my back. It was crazy, but it doesn't take much. I've had a bad back since I had epidurals with kids, and it doesn't take much. Sometimes I could just vacuum and throw my back out. But anyways, with that said, I didn't do nothing except what I had to do as far as housework went. Ernie did a good job keeping up with everything, but he's been doing like the gardening because we needed to hurry up and get the gardens mulched because it's heated up here really good. And we needed to get, all of the irrigation lines covered and all that. So I'm gonna make us some lemon ricotta pancakes. I've been cooking up a storm, you guys, and making some really fabulous meals. I'm just in the creative process. So today we're gonna turn the camera on. You guys are gonna get to see this recipe, and it should be delicious. I have a trip that I'm taking to Arizona to see one of my sons, and then from Arizona I'm flying to California to see my other son, and then coming home. But I'm only going to be gone Wednesday to a Wednesday, so it's not a super long trip, but I need to get this declutter stuff and clean, and I need to get the house to a point to where when I leave, my house is clean, and when I come home, I don't have a ton to do because we've got that big thing coming up, and I'm going to be a very busy gal, and I am a little overwhelmed, if I might share that. Just a tad overwhelmed, but I'm waking up every day, walking by faith, and I understand that everything is going to work out. It's just the human nature in me that tends to take over and gets a little overwhelmed when I think too far in advance. So I'm taking today for today, and I'll worry about tomorrow. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I've got a lot of work to do, and I hope you guys are excited. It should be extremely motivating. We're going to go ahead and start off by getting the kitchen cleaned up so I can mess it up again. We're going to be sharing a couple of recipes today. We're going to be decluttering the top of the cabinets, doing a little bit of housework, some motivation, if you will, some housekeeping motivation. I am so busy right now, and I know that you guys are so anxious, and believe me, Ernie and I are very anxious to share our news with you, I promise you, but we just still have a couple more details to work out before we can share that with you guys, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. That's all I can say. You guys are so funny with all of your guesses. I just love them. We crack up. The one that's our favorite out of all of it is that I'm pregnant. No, I am not. And that would be a cruel joke. No, that is so funny, though. We just think that that was so funny. And quite a few of you actually said that in the video. So That was hilarious. We thought that was hilarious, and we were flattered that people thought we were young enough to get pregnant. No menopause babies happening here, promise you that. But we are super excited to share it with you guys. And, I even had somebody who doesn't ever comment on my videos, and probably somebody who's not even subscribed, who was very rude and said that it was mean. I was teasing you guys. I'm not meaning to tease you guys. I'm excited to share with you guys and really want to, but I can't. And I just want to give you guys something really exciting to look forward to. And yeah, so we just have to wait, like I said, until it is the proper time to share, and then we will share. But I promise you it's going to be worth it. We are not sharing fake news with you guys, and we're not clickbaiting. I promise you that it is going to be well worth it. But anyways, so today in this video, I ended up filming 3 recipes, so I'm super excited to share those with you. Ernie's been working from home. He's been, on meetings and calls, and he helps me out when he can, and I was so happy that he came home when I hurt my back. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. So that was really nice to have him home and help me out and everything. But I need his help with, just getting the house in order because I'm still not 100%. I'm 99.9%, and I need to fill 100% before I can tackle my regular everyday craziness that I like to do. I just decided to go ahead and pick up before I started to make Ernie and I breakfast. He was on a meeting and I was making some pancakes, and I wanted to make sure that he was going to be able to enjoy those warm. So just kind of picking up the clutter. You can see I started undecorating already. So the kitchen table is the landing spot for all my decor that I'm taking down. I'm not really doing a summer decor. I am just lightening the load in the house and just freshening it up. It's what I like to do in the summer. I like to remove items, and I like to let the house breathe. And last year I did everything in lemons, and I hated it. I did it and I lived with it for a minute, and then I was like, this is stupid. I don't like it. And so I just got rid of it. I'm just not your gal that likes to decorate for every single season, and I was forcing myself to do it because I thought that's what my audience wanted to see, and it's not true to who I am. So it never felt right. I don't understand it. I was just trying to keep up with the Joneses, if you will, if I'm being completely honest. But I'm going to go ahead and get the second sofa. I already have the cushions on the first one washed and dried. Ernie's going to help me get those put on. I'm going to get these put in the wash and dryer so we can get fresh, clean sofas in the living room to start off the week and to start off with our cleaning of the house. But let's go ahead and get cooking. Ernie has one more meeting. I just got the cushion covers from the other sofa into the wash. I'm fluffing up the other ones. He's going to help me get those on the sofas. When he's done with this meeting, we're done with breakfast, but I'm going to go ahead and get our lemon ricotta pancakes made. So we're going to start off with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, the recipe says 4.67 tablespoons of sugar. I hate when recipes do that. Just give me whole numbers. So I'm gonna do 4.5, maybe 4 3/4. What's that? Just like that. Calls for 2.67 teaspoons of baking powder. Again, quite annoying. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and 3/4. And a 0.33 teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm just gonna do just like that. Not quite half. 1.33 cups of milk. Whoever wrote this recipe, it's not good. So I'm gonna do 1 and, I don't know, 1/3. We'll see how it all comes out. It's a pancake mix, so I kind of feel like you can adjust things as needed. And then it calls for 1 cup of ricotta cheese. These sound really decadent. I've been cooking some amazing meals. Let's see, I made some chicken and waffles. I made a frittata out of all farm fresh veggies. I made some yummy roasted potatoes to go with the frittata. I did crepes with the berry compote. I've just been cooking up a storm. All right, now we need 4 large eggs. All right, 4 eggs into the batter. Now, typically, then we're gonna do 1 1/3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Typically, you would do wet and dry separate. I just have never seen a need for that. You know, it's all gonna come together anyways, and I know it's to break it up and all that kind of stuff, but you know, just do a good job of mixing everything. All right. Lemon washed here. Let's see, we're gonna use lemon juice and lemon zest, and it all depends on how lemony you want these, but you want to zest first before you juice your lemon. I'm guessing pretty zesty, just because of the amount of ricotta that's going in there. This is going to brighten and freshen the dish up. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. So I didn't zest quite the whole thing, and it calls for a 1/3 cup of fresh lemon juice. I'm just gonna do the whole lemon. I'm using Nature's strainer, my hand. Make sure you've got clean hands. It helps to catch the seeds. Honestly, a whole lemon is probably not equal to a cup or 1/3 of a cup, but it's close enough. There we go. Lastly, we have 1 1/3 teaspoon. I don't know what it is with this recipe, and just give me whole numbers. But this is 1 1/3 teaspoon of butter, melted. Put that in there. It smells absolutely divine, okay? Let me just say. Now, just from cooking experience, if you wanted to make this even more decadent, you could switch out half of the whole milk for heavy cream. But we are just going to eat it the way the recipe calls. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. I'm a lemon fan. I'm a lemon fan of everything lemon. I just love lemon. Lemon meringue is my favorite pie. I love lemon bars. Smells so good. Okay, while that one's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and whip up some heavy cream and put on top. I should add a little bit of the lemon zest to this too. Yum. Ready to be flipped. That went quick. Yummy. Turn this down a little bit. Okay. Nice stiff peak. We're good. Look at that. Yummy. Okay, I have a bag of cherries. It's just about ready to go bad. And I need to use them up. So I think I'm gonna make a compote. I'm not gonna pit them. I'm gonna try something. I pitted them the other day and oh my gosh, what a pain in the butt that was. I don't have oranges, but I have these tangelos. So, I'm gonna cut these up and squeeze the juice in here. You don't have to do this. It really depends on how sweet your fruit is, but just a teaspoon of sugar. I'm using raw sugar today. I'll give that a mix. I'm gonna move this over to the stove and I'm gonna simmer it until I have like a chutney. Okay, so I'm just taking this masher and mashing them all up so they're nice and soft now, the cherries. Okay, I have this bowl with a rice strainer. If you don't have a rice strainer, you're going to need to pit them before you cook them. And I'm just going to pour this in there. Pour it back into the pan. Put it on a low heat and let it thicken up a little bit. Take a little bit of our cream, put it on top. Take our cherry syrup and drizzle that. serving something that has like ricotta, like an ingredient in it, you always want to let people know what it is. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of lemon zest. And let people know there's lemon in there. And I'm saying people because, you know, this is a great meal to serve guests. And then you can take a nice piece of lemon and stick it on there. And voila, you got lemon ricotta pancakes with a cherry syrup and fresh cream. Just try it with the cherry first. And then if you want syrup, it's definitely gonna need some syrup probably in the center. Maybe like some good maple. But without the syrup and the cream, so that's a cherry compote and I strained it to act like more of a syrup. Is it sweet?
It's, yeah.
You like
but
it?
not overly sweet, it's good.
He doesn't like sweet things, okay.
I mean, we definitely didn't need syrup on the side, like.
Yeah, it's really good. So if you're somebody who doesn't like sweet pancakes, this is perfect. But if you want pancakes and you want it to be like super sweet, definitely add syrup, which we're gonna do right now. Or sweeten up that compote syrup or that cherry syrup or strawberry syrup or whatever it is you make from scratch. Sweeten that up. I only added a tad of sugar. Ernie's not a huge fan of anything sweet. He's the guy that asked me not to frost the cupcakes, to leave the cake unfrosted. He does not like frosted anything. So this is good for him. It's a few days later. We got really busy and so I didn't get my house cleaned, but we have done a few things. Ernie got the sofa cushions put back on after they were washed and everything, but we are back to making breakfast again. So I need to clean the pantry out, and I was just in the pantry and I realized I bought this sourdough bread and I was trying to figure out what to make for breakfast. So I think I'm gonna make a frittata. The only thing I don't have is the bacon, but I have sausage. So we'll just replace the bacon for the sausage. So I'm gonna get this set to, let's see, 4 on my stove, so medium high. Add a little bit of oil. I have this sausage left over. If I was using bacon, I'd use 1 strip. I'd thin it or slice it thinly and throw that in there. The meat is not supposed to be the meal. It's supposed to be just like in the background. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of sausage, not much. I have some zucchini here, and what I did was split it all up and cut it to about, I don't know, 1/4 inch maybe, no, 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch slices. I covered it with salt and left it in a bowl for about 15 minutes. And then I rinsed it with cold water and then let it drain for 15 minutes. This is from the last frittata I made, but this I have left over. And it's still, look at all the water still coming out of it. You really want to make sure to do this if you're making a frittata and using zucchini. We're using all fresh ingredients today. Just because you don't want your frittata to be soggy. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this finish draining just like that. Okay, so while the sausage is cooking, I need 8 eggs here in the bowl. Okay, to the eggs, we're gonna add a nice pinch of salt, some freshly ground black pepper, regular pepper if you don't have freshly ground, and a pinch of cayenne. Okay, while I've set the eggs aside, I'm gonna go ahead and dice up this green onion. I want the good parts of the green and some of the white. You can use chives if you want. Just add that to the egg mixture. Can you hand me a bowl, babe? Yeah. While I'm here chopping, I'm going to go ahead and cut up some of these sweet peppers. And it's nice to use a variety of colors. I also have purple onion left. I'm going to use probably about 1/4 of a purple onion. And then I have leftover, this is a Anaheim pepper, so they're not spicy. I mean, for us, they're not spicy. I guess sometimes you can find them spicy, but this one in particular is not spicy. I used half the last time I made it, so I'm using the other half. So I'm gonna get these washed. So I'm just gonna get these prepped to go into the pan. I suppose you could use bell peppers if you wanted. We're just not a huge fan of that in our older age. The red peppers would be nice. The yellow peppers would be nice. The sweet peppers are just really good because they're palatable for everybody. Anybody could eat those. So, put those into the bowl. Well, I made it a few times, and I believe it was Giada's recipe from Everyday Italian when she had that show on the Food Network, and hers had like potatoes in it. It was such a hearty frittata, and frittatas are super versatile. I'm going to use the rest of this onion because I can. Nothing goes to waste in the Maldonado household. Okay, so I have these ready to go in. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna give this a whisk. Sausage is done. So now I'm going to toss in the veggies. And we're going to cook these just until the onions start to become translucent and the peppers are softened up. That's fine. Okay, my peppers and onions are just about where I like them. So I've got 2 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese here. That's what I wanted. You use whatever cheese you want to use. Put that in there. And give it a little toss. Just like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my egg mixture. Ernie and I just realized I forgot to add the zucchini.
Just put it in.
So we're going to do something that it's not in the recipe. That should have been added with the peppers and onions. Sorry about that. Either way, it's going to be fine. It's going to be delicious. So now you just want to mix the eggs until they thicken up. So like pull them from the side. I need my rubber spatula. So just want to pull the eggs from the side, just like this, and you want to kind of like toss it around until the eggs thicken up. It only takes about 45 seconds to do this. The good news is those zucchinis. It's a yellow zucchini and green. Have been sitting in the refrigerator softening up, so we're not gonna have super hard zucchini now. But okay, that looks good. It's nice and thick, so we're gonna go ahead and just kind of make it look pretty. This is all for presentation, really. And now just take it from the edge like this. Just like that. It's not done cooking, obviously. Now you can skip this step if you want, but we've got some really yummy Vermont goat cheese here. It's super mild, so if you're not a fan of goat cheese, no big deal, leave it out. I'm not a fan of goat cheese. I have to have a really mild one, so this one is really mild. So we're just gonna do this, and I know you're gonna be tempted to push it down inside the frittata, but don't. Just leave it like that. Okay, I've turned the stove off. Now I'm just gonna drizzle the top with a little bit of olive oil. And we are going to place this in a 450-degree oven. I've put the racks about 6 inches from the top until the top is firm, and I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. I can't believe I missed that incredible step with the zucchini. So just now, when you add the peppers and the onions, after the onions are translucent, you toss in your zucchini. But I think it'll be fine because they have been sitting in the fridge and softening up, so they're not going to be super hard. Plus, they're going to be in the oven for a minute. They're in there now. Another thing that I made with this, which I don't have, I got to get some potatoes, is I had some red potatoes. I washed those up really good, cut them up, threw them in a bowl, tossed them with olive oil and some spices, salt, pepper, just a bunch of herbs. I threw some basil in there and toasted those in a 425-degree oven until they were like, oh, I added paprika because paprika adds such a beautiful color to the potatoes, and threw them in there and cooked them until they were golden brown, and they were delicious with the frittata. So anyways, I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. This is how you know it's done. Well, first of all, because it looks absolutely gorgeous, but when you put your finger in it, it bounces back. So if your finger were to sink in, it'd still be raw. So that's how you know. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay, I think we are ready to cut this up. This is still very hot. Look at that beautiful frittata, you guys. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Mmm, so good. Lovely, lovely breakfast. Him a fork. He ran upstairs to check emails. He might be in a meeting, not sure. But anyways, I'm just going to take a piece here and show you how perfect is that. Look at that. It is so perfect. So good. I'm going to test those zucchini. Your plate's here. Do you want hot sauce?
No.
No? Mmm. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I like it with the sausage too. Right? I think the zucchini is just fine. I mean, I would still want to cook it normal, but like I said, it has been sitting in the fridge for about, what, 3 days? 4 days?
2 days, maybe, yeah.
3 or 4 days. It's been sitting in there and released more water and softened up because it's older. So that helped. So it's actually perfect. It's perfect. Anyways, we're gonna go finish our breakfast and then we're gonna get to work. Breakfast was fabulous. I'm gonna clean up and then we're gonna get to that pantry. Ernie's gotta go answer emails, but he'll be helping me, I promise you that.
What you did?
He'll be helping me.
Sure.
Beautiful flowers. Some have, they're done. But there's some in here that are just so pretty, like this here. I'm not ready to let them go, so I have a smaller vase. I'm gonna go. This I bought for way too much money. It actually is a utensil holder at World Market, and then, no, Kirkland Home. And then I got this for half off, $4.99 at Hobby Lobby, and it fits perfectly inside there, so it's a perfect vessel. Okay, I saved these little packets that I bought. When I buy flowers, I usually buy multiple, bouquets at a time. So I save these, so I always have them. now let's get over to the pantry. I'm not excited about that. I'm gonna wait for Ernie's help though. It just helps when you have 2 people. You can hand stuff and they can give you stuff and it just helps. So we're gonna do 2. Okay, we're here in the pantry. I'm gonna hand everything. I mean, look at this hot mess express, you guys. It's been months. I have not kept on it, but you know, the grandkids come over and rather than storing the box, I just close it like this and then it just gets tossed in here. So I have multiples of these. This is where all our clips went. So it's easier if I just hand everything to Ernie and he puts it over there and then we'll go through it and decide what we're gonna keep. This has a little bit in it. Not bad, I'm not throwing it away. Ooh, we can make chocolate chip cookies today. He doesn't like chocolate chip cookies. Actually, he likes the cookie. He doesn't like the chocolate chips. You don't ever put flour in a pantry like this. When it's open, if you don't have a container, it gets put in the refrigerator because otherwise you get mites in it. Pantry bugs.
Got it, boss.
Babe, with that, ooh, I can make a raisin bread too, in the bread machine.
Now you're talking.
These are trash. Oh my goodness. You can just bring the trash can out here. It can seem overwhelming when you bring everything out, but I promise it's the best way to do it. going to stick these back here. There. And then this one here. So this is what we ended up with. Doesn't that look so good? There's protein powder and the powdered peanut butter, brown sugar, brown rice, white rice, all-purpose flour, noodles, sweetener, raw sugar, the biscuits, all of our, extra canned goods, that kind of stuff. I don't have a ton because we try and cook from scratch, but these come in handy for quick little sides and, a quick pasta dish, that kind of stuff. Hot cocoa stuff back here, cereals, breakfast items, this that I just put together, chips, a little bit more cereal, potatoes will go there with the onions, bread, kids snacks, and more juice. Going to donate these, and then there's a little bit of this, I think these are probably stale. These, I'm gonna keep those, I'll probably eat them today, but that's it. I might leave.
Really?
Huh?
You what?
What'd you say?
Oh, if you were gonna pull that, just put it.
I think I'm gonna leave those. Leave the brown baskets because it adds a little bit of depth.
Yeah.
Up there. It's just all this other.
I'm gonna do touch up.
What does that look like? Does that look good? Or
At least some green. I mean, it definitely adds the depth up there. You may need just a little bit of green.
So
Nothing crazy, just something.
let me have that basket again. And
Which one? That one?
no, yes, with the flowers. Maybe just that in there.
Yeah.
Does that look okay? Nice and light and airy. Okay. Well, I'm up here. I think I'm gonna take this stuff down though. This feels too crowded, yeah? Huh? With just the cook sign up there?
Yeah.
Put these in here, I think.
Turn them down, like, there you go. Or just turn the whole thing around. So it looks like it's true.
Like that?
Yeah.
Look good? What do you think about this?
I mean, it doesn't look bad at all.
I mean, once that's all cleared,
Yeah.
that will look good.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of wreaths. Now that I'm up here, need to clean.
This?
No, please,
A white one?
yeah.
Actually, the microfiber works better. Just like this? Or do you want me to
Wet
put some
it,
of
we
this?
can wet it.
Some of this?
Yeah, with a little, well, just hand me the soap I made. That alcohol and that Dawn work really good on grease. I don't want to take this down. I don't know what it's going to do. That's why I was saying maybe like a little wreath. We have those little mini ones up there. I wonder if a little mini one would work. It would look good, you know?
I got two sizes. Which one do you think?
Let me try both. Trade you. Okay, we'll start with the small one first.
It looks too way out there.
Too way up there. And then
Try to hang that lower than this one. There you go. Yeah,
that good?
I think so.
Nice, fresh, and airy. Huh?
Yeah. Give me that one. I'll take it back.
Okay. Does that look okay? Huh?
Okay. Actually, yeah. Maybe turn down the handles.
No, I wouldn't worry about that. I just want something up there.
Yeah.
Maybe. Just leave that like that. I think that looks good. I think what's my counters drive me crazy. Like I want the counters to be less. Well, this stuff isn't supposed to be here. These my batteries are all charged. We'll bake cookies soon, so we're just here. So.
Clean ragging?
Huh?
The cleaning stuff or whatever.
No, I already wiped the counters down. Just anything that fell off the top, I wanted to get off the counter. I'm gonna put these away for now.
Probably looks way better.
Right?
Because it just brings the natural color. It comes out and it just looks perfect.
Yeah.
With the white and the gold and ties in the chairs and all.
It looks really fresh and airy.
Yeah.
Well, we've been living with all that stuff for so long.
Oh, well, I remember I'm gonna take the wreath from the front door.
Oh yeah. Okay. I like that. I feel like I can breathe. Yes. Very good. Okay. Okay, this is what we ended up with. We both like it. It just looks fresh and clean and airy. Now we're gonna carry everything up to the home decor room. this is dinner, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's so good too.